Hello and thanks for joining us on Nationwide. I am Laure Bala Hassan. President Muhammadu Buhari is on the second day of his visit to Berlin, Germany, for talks with the German Chancellor Angela Merkel. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the president was received
and of the presidency of Muhammadu Buhari, and it is clear from the events of last week. You know, there was the binational commission meeting which had taken place. The German foreign minister and a host of officials, including a number of businessmen, were already in Nigeria. So that meeting really had laid the solid ground for the events that will take place in the course of this state visit. We are expecting a lot from this, and I am sure that the Germans are determined also to prove their commitment and support to the Buhari presidency.
The president is expected to interact with representatives of the Nigerian community in Germany on efforts
helped in bringing about this very, very happy conclusion, at least to the captivity of 21 of the Chibok girls. A few, probably about an hour ago, I met with the Chibok girls, the 21 who have been brought back. They're in reasonably good health considering the circumstances they've been held in. And they're now being well taken care of in a medical facility. They'll be
has further enhanced confidence in the president as a man who matches words with action, the statement adds. And to the legislature, Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami says no conclusive information will be granted on the controversial oil prospecting license OPL 245 at the moment, as the matter is currently under investigation. He stated this before the House
holders attracted the anger of the committee chairman, who threatened to issue warrant of arrest on defaulting parties. The Abacha faction of the Malabo oil was in attendance. From the National Assembly, Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
In his message at the flag-off of Graduate Youth Empowerment Scheme in Talata Mafara, Zamfara State under the Sokoto River Basin Development Authority. Correspondent Musbaut Wahab reports.
The scheme fundamentally runs
most especially this young graduate you employed among them.
The outcome of the first 12 pilot projects will determine the prospect of extending the scheme to all the 109.
The IGP stated this in Abuja while inaugurating a 5-member committee to review audit report on police investments. Edino Justice has details.
The 5-member committee, headed by a Deputy Commissioner of Police,
Committee on Federal Character Ahmed Idris, who frowned at the recruitment process, which was not communicated to the committee, said their concern is to ensure equal sharing as enshrined in the Nigeria's constitution.
We want to establish the even and equal distribution of our human resources.
The committee also received management of National Environmental Standard Rules Enforcement Agency, Nasiria, on alleged imbalance in the agency's recruitment, while the management of Biosafety Agency, which is a new parastatal, told the committee that it awaits approval from the Federal Ministry of Environment for the conduct of recruitment.
In translating the Bible into various Nigerian languages and encouraged pastors to teach in sincerity and faith to ensure the gospel is understood.
Despite serious challenges it faced in recent times, the church remains unshakable. Likewise, the nation, Nigeria.
Pastors at the conference put the theme into perspective.
It's a sort of time to refresh our memories of what we've been taught when we were in the seminary.
You know, iron sharpened iron. When we come together like this, you become a different person.
Ifani Isumba, NTA News.
We now join our Lagos Network Center as customs hand over suspicious substance to NDLEA. Ademola is standing by for this and more. Hello, Ademola. It's over to you.
Hello, Lore. Good afternoon and welcome to Lagos. Officers and men of the Nigeria Customs Service, Tinkan Island Command, have arrested 2 suspects allegedly involved in the importation of suspicious substances concealed in one of the containers imported into the country from New Zealand. The comptroller...
The importer of the container spoke to newsmen.
We were reliably told that as at the time they were loading, there was nothing like that there.
The Nigeria Customs Service said that all suspected importers of the substance will face the wrath of the law.
The book is expected to serve as a wake-up call to other broadcasters to document their wealth of knowledge and experience for the advancement of the broadcast industry. In Lagos, Jane Ojukwu, NTA News.
And that does it from Lagos. It's back to you, Lore, for more on Nationwide. Good afternoon.
On your award-winning comedy series, Professor John Bull, starring Kanayo Okanayo, Mercy Johnson, Queen Wokoye, Funky Malam, Bimbo Akintola, Ime Bishop, Yomi Fash Lanso, MC for God.
Who was you? What was you found? Actually, look at you. I going to look for my sister. I know you are here. He was found the place. Call me. Okay? Say somebody.
She's definitely not my sister.
Shut up!
Professor John Bull, fasten your seatbelts this Tuesday and Friday, 8:30 to 9 p.m. on NTA Network, International, and Star Times. It's absolutely...
Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, a tested and trusted professional, an old wine that keeps getting better with age. This is the new driver of the digital switch over train. Get to know him more in TV Guide. And now, on our cover is one of Nigeria's finest comic actors, Afiz Oyetoro, aka Saka. Peep into his world and you will see how he is putting from glory to glory. The change agenda of President Muhammadu Buhari, we did an assessment so far. All our refreshing columns and incisive features are a collector's item and research materials. TV Guide, available on your newsstands and in all NTA stations nationwide.
On television. But the news program that I find most exciting and challenging is The Weekend File. This is largely because of its philosophy of engaging all classes of people, the artisans, politicians, technocrats, captains of industry, and professional analysts on issues that touch all aspects of life and living. In the conversations that follow, you find complexities, different views, ideologies, thought patterns, and individual beliefs. It's quite engaging. We do this Saturdays on NTA Network Service at 9 p.m. It's Weekend File, but you call it Weekend Companion, and it's all about nation building. Join me, Nigerian Umayo, and production Kingston Yamanfen told the minister that the institution has contributed immensely in terms of human capital development and would cherish a closer collaboration with the Ministry of Science and Technology.
When you look at what is happening in space exploration, it becomes very clear that unless you have very good mathematicians and very good theoretical physicists who can use that classical knowledge to model the possibilities out there.
The African University of Science and Technology was established to provide quality training for the younger generation of African scientists and technologists. Kirian Umayo, NTA News.
You can watch this news live online via the NTA mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. Oyo State government releases 880 million naira to pay pension. Details with Dauju in our Ibadan Network Center. Hello, Dauju. It's good to see you.
Larry, good to see you too. Good evening and welcome to Ibadan. Soccer is coming the way of local government and primary school pensioners in Oyo State as government releases 880 million naira to settle part of their pension arrears. Correspondent Rofia Animashon has a report on this development.
Till now, agitations are Ibadan. Rofia Animashon, NTA News.
Oyo State House of Assembly has passed into law the Violence Against Women Bill 2016. Correspondent Kemi Oshin reports.
Presenting the bill, Honorable Wumi Oladeji said due considerations and amendments have been made to necessary sections of the bill. An offense of rape is now to attract life imprisonment, while touching a woman indecently without consent will attract a minimum of 30,000 naira fine. The House thereafter passed the bill into law with a call on all relevant agencies of government as well as the media to create necessary awareness as the Violence Against Women Bill is passed into law in Oyo State.
Against Women Bill 2016, a bill for law to prohibit violence against women, public and private life, harmful traditional practice and prescribed punishment for the offenders and other matters connected therewith is hereby read for the third time and
Yes, I'm very satisfied because I have a girl as a child, and I know eventually my daughter will get married to a man. And what is happening to our ladies, especially girls now, I wouldn't want such to happen to my own daughter.
As a matter of urgent public importance, Honorable Afeez Adeleke called the attention of the House to the issue of the removal of subvention from tertiary institution in view of its possible
Oba Kehinde Olugbenle promised continued support of the traditional rulers to the government as he advised the governor to ensure harmonious working relationship between the various arms of government to ensure development.
We shall continue to support your government in ensuring an enabling peaceful environment for you to deliver on your mandate of good governance and dividend of democracy to our people.
In Abeokuta, Lekan Agbonde, NTA News.
To all in order to sustain the harmony that prevails in the Emirates and the state at large.
So I'm very happy to say right now that here we don't have religious misunderstanding. We will never have it, and we shall never have by the grace of God.
In Ilorin, Abdelafiz Alaya, NTA News.
And that's our contribution from Ibadan. Laurie, it's back to you in Abuja. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Dauju. Governors' wives from southern Nigeria have advocated for abstinence and chastity among young girls and women to avoid the many vices that may derail their future and capacity development. The assertion was made at the meeting of wives of governors of South, Southeast and Southwest meeting held in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital. Ifoma Aihoje has details.
The Southern Governors' Wives Forum is a platform where governors' wives of the South, Southeast, and Southwest gather to brainstorm and exchange ideas on how they can assist their husbands to successfully run the affairs of their respective states. The chairman of
task group on sanitation took this year's campaign to 72 primary schools in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Simple behavior of hand washing with soap are just as one of the most effective and inexpensive ways to prevent diarrheal diseases and pneumonia can save lives.
Beyond these yearly events, what is the impact of the sensitization campaign on the importance of hand washing since 2008 to the people?
Preliminary finding from some work that we've done assessing primary health care centers in the 6 states that we work has also shown that there is inadequate access to wash.
It takes a lot of work from a lot of people to achieve lasting success, and I'm confident that has been achieved so far and will bear fruit over the next few years.
Wash your hands, make hand washing a habit.
The theme of this year's celebration is Make Hand Washing a Habit. In Abuja, Joseph Oro, NTA News.
Ebonyi State Government has handed over an ultra-modern virology center built by the state government to the Federal Teaching Hospital, Abakaliki, for use. Kingsley Okoro
also attached an ambulance to it. Means that in terms of healthcare services, the hospital will ensure that we do all we should do to make sure that both the building, the structures there, the equipment, everything is used to save human life.
The ultra-modern virology center built, equipped, and handed over to the Federal Teaching Hospital at Abakaliki is first of its kind in the Southeast Zone. In Abakaliki, Kingsley Okoro, NTA News.
And still on health, Taraba State Government takes steps to check quackery in the health sector. Charles will be our guide on this report and more. Hello, Charles.
Abdominal hysterectomy, screen for cervical cancer. Those were the ones that were actually, what do you call it now, refractory eye problem, which we need to give them glasses, as the eyeglasses.
Minister of State for Health, Professor Isaac Adewale, emphasized the need for new strategies to deal with the